good, YouTube? Quinn Wade coming to you with that instant basketball analysis on the Analysis Playground on YouTube, exclusively on there. Of course, we're going to talk about how the Brooklyn Nets beat the Memphis Grizzlies 126-115. Season series tied 1-1. After this one, they only played each other twice, so that's it. Both teams look like they're going to be in the lottery. If they do, we'll see a different version of them next year in the season. Brooklyn is 17-47 now, 9-22 at home. They won two in a row. And the Grizzlies go to 23-40 and 11-21 on the road. Brooklyn won the first quarter 33-31, and the second quarter 32-26. They lost the third 29-26, but they won the fourth quarter 35-29. No Michael Porter Jr. for them, and they still was able to score 126 points. Oliver Prosper for the Memphis Grizzlies. Let's talk about them first. 32 minutes. He had 15 points. He went 5 of 10 from the field, 2 of 5 from 3, and 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He has been really good offensively for them and been efficient too, scoring in the paint or shooting the 3 and being able to be strong enough to get to the free throw line and get rewarded because he's trying to initiate the contact and not stray away from it. 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 turnovers, and a block. 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, and a +5 and plus minus. Gigi Jackson, 26 minutes, 18 points, 8 of 21 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Missed a lot of shots in this one. Somebody had to take him. He kept getting good looks, and he was feeling them. Just couldn't put them in the basket. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, though. 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 3 personal fouls, was a -26 and plus minus. Jalen Wells stepped up a little bit. He went 6 of 12 from the field. Didn't just shoot threes in this one. He went 3 of 6 from 3, 6 of 12 from the field for 17 points and 2 of 2 shooting from the free throw line. You'll take it. That's a good night for him. That's about what he gives you. He also gave you 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals, 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a -12 and plus minus. Cam Spencer played 26 minutes. He was the only starter for the Grizzlies to not score in double figures because he finished with 6 points. He went 2 of 4 from the field and 1 of 1 from the free throw line. One of his shots was a 3. He made 1, missed 1, so he finished 1 of 2 from 3. He had 2 rebounds and 8 assists. The 8 assists ended up being the most on the team, which is good. He can do that. He's a really good observer. He knows when to pass. He knows when the play is getting ran, and he knows how to find his teammate, and he prefers it most of the time. 2 turnovers, 1 steal, 2 blocks. You have to like the competitiveness in him. He also had 1 personal foul, was a -8 and plus minus. Javon Small, 32 minutes, 19 points. That ended up being the most in the starting lineup. He went 7 of 14 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He usually like taking the threes. He found the way to switch it up a little bit, and he had a lot of success doing so in this one, attacking the basket and getting that in-between game to go for him. He also had 7 rebounds. That was the most in the starting lineup. He had 3 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. He also had 3 offensive boards, no personal foul, was a +4 and plus minus. Rupert, he kept getting wide open looks and good looks after that too. So he finished 4 of 8 from 3, all was wide open. And then he went 5 of 13 from the field and 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He had the most points on the team. And he also had the most rebounds with 8. And then he had 1 assist, 2 turnovers, 1 steal, and was tied for the most. I will say he had ended up having 2 blocks. So that was a really good night for him. 2 offensive rebounds, 4 personal fouls. He was a -8 and plus minus. Walter Clayton Jr. was attacking the basket a lot. Didn't have a ton of success. He finished 4 of 12 from the field and 4 of 4 from the free throw line for 13 points in 29 minutes. He went 1 of 4 from 3. He had 4 assists, 4 turnovers, and a steal. 1 personal foul and was a -3 and plus minus. Jemai Mayshak, 31 minutes, 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field. He missed his only 3, went 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, and 2 steals. He had 3 offensive boards, 2 personal fouls, and was a -7 and plus minus. I like what the Grizzlies was doing. They did a good job of cutting and moving the ball and playing as a team and making some defensive plays. And, they didn't have nobody that can really get them over the hump, but they tried to do it together as much as they could. It wasn't enough to even beat the Nets, who basically emptied their own bench in this one because they was able to win by double figures. Noah Clowney, 20 minutes, 10 points, 3 of 9 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Missed a lot of shots in this one, but he still did have 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 still in the block. So it evened out a little bit when you look at his whole performance. 3 turnovers, 1 personal foul, and was a minus 10 and plus minus. Danny Wolf, 28 minutes, 14 points. He went 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 6 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. 9 boards that ended up being the most on the team. He can do things like that. And you want to see more of it, obviously. 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and then 1 turnover, 3 personal fouls, and 2 offensive boards, and was a plus 2 and plus minus. He wants to be able to get deep in that paint, and he also wants to play on the perimeter. That's the modern big, and he's no real different. We just have to see him continue to do it at an efficient level, or just at a level to where you trust him to do it every night. Nick Claxton, 21 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 5 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. 5 assists was really good for him. That was the most in the starting lineup. 2 turnovers. He also had 2 blocks. That was the most on the team. 2 offensive rebounds, 1 personal foul, and a plus 3 and plus minus. Drake Powell, 27 minutes, 9 points, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 6 from 3. Just a good overall shoot night for him. Took the looks that they gave him and was able to hurt him a little bit in this one. 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a minus 3 and plus minus. Nolan, 23 minutes, 17 points. Ended up being the most points in the starting lineup. He went 6 of 9 from the field and 4 of 5 from 3. You give him some driving lanes, you give him some open looks, he's going to take them like every other NBA player. They all feel like they can make everything. Tonight he rained it down on them a lot. 1 or 2 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 4 assists, 1 turnover in the block, 1 personal foul in the plus 11 and plus minus. Jalen Wilson, 23 minutes, 6 points. He made both of his threes. That was his only shot, so he finished with 6 for that reason. He also contributed with 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover and a steal, 4 personal fouls, and a plus 31 and plus minus. You got to have the ability to make the right play. If you open, it's not bad to take the shot, but it is also good to be like, I don't have a good shot, so I want my teammate to take because he has a better one. EJ Liddell, 5 minutes. For him, he was able to score a layup, and then he missed his only other shot, which was a 3. 1 rebound, 1 turnover, no personal foul, and a minus 10 and plus minus. Zaire Williams, 19 minutes, 11 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. He was able to knock down the wide open 3 and was able to score near the basket. He's getting better at scoring the basketball. He's getting more confident. That's what you have to like about him. He's still young, so they still test him and seeing what he can do for him. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 turnover, 2 steals, 1 offensive rebound, 2 personal foul, was a plus 22 and plus minus. Chaney Johnson, I think that's how he said it. 5 minutes, 4 points. He went 2 of 2 from the field. Had 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block, 1 personal foul. Was a minus 10 and plus minus. He read what the defense was trying to do and just try to make the right play when he was out there, and then he made plays on the ball defensively. That's what you have to do, if you want to be valuable in the minutes that you play, to show that you should be getting more. Day'Ron Sharpe, 19 points. He went 8 of 11 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. He can splash in that 3 if you leave him with enough room. He will take it. He also was bulldozing people in the paint. And that was something that he does a lot. 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 turnovers, 2 steals in the block. He's really playing hard. He's really playing like he has something to prove. You have to love it if you're a fan of basketball. 3 offensive boards, 3 personal fouls, and a plus 16 and plus minus. OG Abaji, 22 minutes, 18 points, 8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 3 from the 3-point line. The man can score the basketball, man. He can shoot it. He can make quick plays. And he put that on display tonight. 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 turnovers, 2 steals in the block, 1 offensive rebound, 1 personal foul, and a plus 14 and plus minus. Gave you some good plays on both ends of the court and was able to help the team out offensively, and that's what he came here to do in Brooklyn, and he ended up getting it done. Tyson played 5 minutes. He ended up making the 3 and missed the other 2. Then he missed his only 2 from the field too. So he finished 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 2 personal fouls, and a minus 10 and plus minus. Ben Seraph, 25 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 6 from the field. He missed his only 3. He went 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He had 2 assists. 2 rebounds. He finished with 7 assists. That was the most on the team. And 3 turnovers in the block. I feel like Memphis wasn't expecting him to do these things, but they also gave him some good looks. He just couldn't make those. His numbers would have been a lot better if he was able to make the easy ones too. But like I said, it's the defense job to make you rush force or make you feel a little uncomfortable. Those things was done by the Grizzlies, and that's what made them a little off tonight offensively when it came to scoring. But other than that, he was able to have a decent night when you look at the stats. 1 block, 1 personal foul, no personal fouls. 1 block, 1 personal foul in the 0 and plus minus. And then 85 field goals for the Nets, 55%, 92 for the Grizzlies, 43%. 33 threes taken by the Nets, 52%. 35 taken by the Grizzlies, 40% is what they shot. And then 19 free throws by the Nets, 79%. 25 by the Grizzlies, 84%. 43 rebounds by the Nets. The Grizzlies ended up shooting 36 rebounds, 35 assists for the Nets, 25 for the Grizzlies, 19 turnovers for the Nets, 14 for the Grizzlies, 10 steals for the Nets, 9 for the Grizzlies, 9 blocks for the Nets, 8 for the Grizzlies, 10 offensive rebounds for the Nets, 13 for the Grizzlies, 33 defensive rebounds for the Nets, 23 for the Grizzlies, 21 personal fouls for the Nets, 15 for the Grizzlies. And the Nets win by double figures. They ended up shooting the ball real well from 3. That helped. And then on top of that, they was able to get to the basket. They was able to get out in transition. And they was able to protect the paint a little bit. And then they also was able to knock down their free throws, even though the Grizzlies got there more. When you look at all the scoring around that they ended up doing better than the Grizzlies, it allowed them to even get the boards. And the boards do matter in this one, meaning that the Grizzlies missed more shots. And if you can't score and you keep giving them more opportunities to do it, and they're already doing it better than you, most of the time you're going to get a double-figure loss. And that's what ended up happening to the Grizzlies. And, the Grizzlies, they doing what best with what they have, man. This team doesn't have the greatest offensive players. They're just trying to find a way to compete. They're trying to find a way to defend. They're trying to find a way to just trust each other to be able to move the ball and find a way to get open. If you have a one-on-one, you don't see them going too crazy with that. So they just finding different ways to try to get the best out of each other. And that's all you can ask a team to do. That's all you can ask your coaching staff to do. This is what I have. I'm going to try to do the best to make us look good, play good, think good, and do as well as we can on both ends of the court. Sometimes it's going to be enough. Sometimes it's just not. And tonight, the Nets just was better, especially when it came to making the open ones and making some of the crazy ones. And that can be that way. These NBA players, man, you just never know every game. You never know who's going to play good. You never know who's going to play bad. You never know who's going to step up. You never know who's going to be out really, too. Especially when these injuries, they just seem like it's just a random injury and a person is out of nowhere. So, Grizzlies, Nets, quality game for 2 teams that ain't the biggest or one of the most watched teams. But they still went out there and did their job, which is play basketball. They had fun and gave us an entertaining game for the fans of basketball that want to watch basically every single game that we can. So it wasn't the waste. It was a good game. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell to get the analysis when it first come out. Y'all stay blessed up. Y'all stay good. Peace. And I'll see y'all later today with more analysis.